Welcome to another edition of The Story Behind the Car. We're with Dustin, and this is his 1966 13-window VW Microbus. And what an amazing example. How long have you had it, Dustin?
I've had it 12 years.
Really?
Took me 12 years to restore it, yeah.
Oh, you did the restoration then?
Me and two other guys, yeah.
Yeah. What condition was it in when you got it?
Not great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I know they were prone to rust.
Yeah, it was faded out pretty good, rust along the bottom pretty severe.
And was this still with it?
Well, I swapped it out. What's up, man? I swapped it out. I kept my original one and I put a stainless one on it just for kind of make it pop a little more for now.
I know those are big deals. So.
Yeah.
It's just amazing, and the windows pop out. So
yeah, I added those. These are just Safari windows, and I added them to kind of make it extra cool.
Okay.
So that was a custom job.
Yeah. Now, would these, when they were factory, would they be considered in the 13 window, or would this be an addition?
Well, they count the window, so the windshield is part of the 13 windows.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Yes,
the windshield is counted as it. Yeah.
And were these standard, the glass headlight covers, or?
Yeah, no, it was standard that way.
Yeah.
And I tried to keep some of the stuff original, like this is my original trim, this is my original headlights and bezels.
Okay.
The original trim there.
Yes.
I repainted things, but I tried to keep some of the original hubcaps are original.
Okay.
So it's not too much of a queen.
Altered, yeah.
Yeah.
Original paint scheme, or?
It's original paint scheme.
Okay.
I went back to specs as best as I could.
Yes.
The interior colors are exactly what they would have been, and it's actually an exact replica of the original interior.
Wow. And did you have to have it recreated, or did you do the interior?
No. There's a company, a guy out in Tacoma, Washington, who does remake them, and I got them. I made sure I got the exact replica of it.
And I've always wondered, is that like a vent system?
Yeah, so they call that a fresh air box.
Okay.
And if you come here and look, it's actually kind of like a ram induction. That air kind of flows up there, and then you can switch it open, and it'll blow your hat off.
Yeah.
It will, yeah.
Yeah.
If this isn't doing it, that will.
Yes.
But this will dry your eyeballs out.
And then you also have these windows and the side windows. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That interior is just beautiful.
Interior is beautiful. This, any Volkswagen people out there that watch this will know that this middle seat is one of the rarest parts on a Volkswagen bus. It's they're crazy expensive.
Yes.
I guess people just threw them out to give you more room in the middle.
Yeah.
I just took them out. There's a joke that says there's more middle seats from buses in Arkansas porches than there are in buses. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I know that the 50s and 60s Suburbans, same way, that people would take that out for whatever reason. They were hauling something and then forget to put it in, sell the vehicle, or put it to the junkyard.
Yep. Yeah, they're really hard to find.
Wow.
I was fortunate to find two of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And do you still have the other one?
No, I sold it, which helped fund the restoration of this. Yeah.
I'm sure you can sell it for some good money.
Yeah.
Just amazing on the inside. And is it considered a 6-passenger, 7-passenger? What?
7.
7?
Yeah. Yeah. And in this particular model, they call it a walkthrough because you can go between the seats. Normally that's just one big bench that goes across, and this isn't separated. But I guess they made this short so you could go around it. Normally the seat would come all the way.
Yes.
So I guess if your kid's yelling at you, you can go back here and slap them around, whatever you need to do.
Yeah, just ask your wife to hold the steering wheel.
Right, yeah, hold the steering wheel. I need to go back and,
beat the hell out of my son.
Yeah, that's right.
Really, really nice.
Yeah.
I shot, this is the second microbus I've shot. There's a gentleman that used to be a flight attendant for TWA in St. Louis, and I shot his a year or two ago, so it's on my channel. Yeah, really nice example.
Yeah. So my friend Brian Herr is his name, he did my interior. He helped me put the trim on. He's just a fountain. I mean, he just knows so much about how to do it properly. Like sometimes that long panel, just because shipping is so expensive, it's always split. And I was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I opted to pay the extra for the shipping so I could have it right. But that's another kind of thing that people see sometimes, is that'll be split in half for shipping purposes, but man, I wasn't having that.
And if it had a table, it would be perfect because you'd split it there, but you don't have the table.
Right, yeah, exactly. So this isn't the camper model, so.
Yeah. Is that the ashtray by chance?
Yep, that's the ashtray.
Okay.
There's one in the front, and I think there's one on the back right here too.
Yeah, you got to have those.
Got to have. I mean, what else are you going to do with it? I wish it was big enough to hold a phone, but it isn't.
And you have a radio delete.
I have the radio delete. I'm actually going to get the radio. I went back and forth for a while, and I think I'm going to get one of the new Bluetooth ones.
Yeah.
People can alter them now to make them classic, but
look retro, but they still function.
Yeah. But yeah, he did all my panels. He did my my headliner. He did everything. He wired it. He helped me do everything. He's, like I said, he's really good. My friend Ted Morris, he's like a Yoda. He just knows so much about. So anytime I have any kind of issues mechanically or there's a weird noise, he'll be like, just do this.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And he comes over and helps me a lot with it.
Well, speaking of mechanical, we'll slide around to the back.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, what kind of gas mileage do you get?
I think that's a good question.
Yeah.
I haven't been driving it. I've only been driving it since last fall.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say maybe like, you know what? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never done the math on it.
Yeah, and who cares?
Right, yeah.
Plenty of smiles for every
mile.
That's
right, yeah.
And what size motor?
So I always get mixed up. It's either 1876 or 1872. I always get them mixed up. I have no idea why, but that's what's in it. It was built by Midwest Air Cooled. It's a thick wall. I don't know. I don't know much about engines.
Yeah.
They always laugh at me when I'm asking questions.
I'm building a 61 Chevy truck, and because of my poor memory, I can't remember squat.
I had a Mini Cooper one time, and everybody would ask me like, "Oh yeah, how many horsepower?" I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fast. It's a little. I don't know. Fast horsepower. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I had it pepped up. I put a different cam in it. It has dual carbs. I also changed to what they call a freeway flyer. You put different taller gears in the transaxle.
Okay.
So it's not bound up on the highway and you don't get ran over too much.
Yeah. And I have to ask, have you been to Glacier Park? Or?
I got married there.
Oh, did you really?
At Lake McDonald.
Oh, wow.
So I found the old decal.
Yeah.
I'm an antique dealer, and I like to kind of keep things as original and have old things around.
I haven't been to Glacier Park, but...
Yeah, we got married at Lake McDonald, so was able to find that.
Very cool. And I got to open the driver's door with your permission.
Yeah, yep.
The steering wheel, I just think is...
Yeah.
And the way this door bows around.
Yep, big old door.
Yeah. And so this is the door handle.
Yeah.
And then here's how you open the window.
Little flipper.
Yeah.
Yep. This broke this morning when I was opening it.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right.
Yeah.
You get a new one.
Just so very simple.
Yeah. Kind of crude, but pretty.
Yeah. And ergonomically nice.
I changed the shift knob. I found that shift knob in Eureka Springs, and it happened in Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of matched, and I used it.
Yeah. And what is this?
That's the wiper washer.
Oh, okay.
You actually manually pump it.
Yeah.
And it would spray out.
Wow.
Fluid, yeah.
That is cool.
This is a church key here. That's for opening the gas tank.
Okay.
Yep, you got to have that to open it.
Yeah, and now you just told every kid that wants to steal a bus like this.
Yeah, how to get the gas.
Yeah.
And this is another option you should have.
Yes.
Fire extinguisher.
Yeah. I think it was a 57 Chevy I shot, and it had the gas filler in the taillight.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if it was true, but the guy said either his car or somebody else's, some kids stole it, ran out of gas, they didn't know where the gas filler was.
Oh, they just,
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I could just see someone back there trying to figure out how to put gas in it.
Yeah. Man, it's just amazing. And so from when you first got it, you started restoring it, and how long did it take you to restore?
It literally took me 12 years.
Yeah.
I just got it done basically the end of last summer.
Yes.
Yeah. Anytime I had a few nickels, I threw it at it. Took a while.
Yeah.
Finding parts was difficult. Waiting for parts to get made, like the interior, took time. Things just take time.
Yeah.
And finding people to help me, good help.
Yeah.
That was it. I knew nothing.
Yeah.
It was, you know, I can tell you what every part is now, but before I knew nothing.
Yeah.
And I still don't know a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I'm not that mechanical, but I'm getting there.
Yeah. Well, you've learned.
I did. I had a goal and set out. We pulled it off somehow, and this is it. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
So any favorite memories of the car?
Favorite memories? Man, I'll tell you what. The first time my friend Brian called me and said, hey, it's done. You can come get it.
Yeah.
He wrapped up what he was doing on it, and it was very surreal driving it home.
Yeah.
And within 3 minutes of being on the road, my brother passed me on accident on his Harley.
Yeah.
And he goes, dude, there's a bus on the road. I'm like, he goes, no way, it's you. And I was like, yeah, it's me. Literally within a few minutes of being on the road.
Wow.
Yeah. So just that first drive was
Yeah.
really cool. And then I just didn't I thought it was going to be like slow, which it is slow, don't get me wrong. But everything just felt good.
Yeah.
It drove good. It shifted good. It felt good.
Beautiful.
And that's probably the best.
Yeah. And have you taken it to many shows?
I took it to I took it to 2 shows, both by air-cooled antiques. One was in Maplewood, and I actually won Best in Show.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I won that one.
Yeah.
The next one was just in May, and it just rained. It poured rain. It was my birthday actually too.
Yeah.
And my friend Kent, his bus is amazing. He's got a 1958. It's just beautiful, and hands down.
Yeah.
He won, but his is amazing. So.
What year did VW come out with the microbus? Do you know?
52.
Okay.
Is I believe what they coined the first. I think it might have been a little earlier than that in Germany, but I think the first US ones are 52. It might even be 49. I don't know.
Okay.
But there was some company production ones that they used like in around the factory before they actually turned it into something they'd sell.
Yes. Anything that we haven't covered that we should mention before we wrap things up?
Quite honestly, I don't think so. I think that's it, really.
Yeah. Well, I got to finish by shooting the front end just because I love that.
That's the money.
Yeah, the hood ornament.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I saw one of these in Pacific, actually, at Walmart. There used to be a Walmart here.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, I saw one parked there, and I remember asking my grandpa, I'm like, hey, what kind of car is that? I was real little.
Yeah.
It looked like a face. It just looked happy.
Yes.
It looked like a character. And I really liked it, and he was like, oh, you don't want one of them, those things are junk. But, you know.
Well, I'm glad you got one.
Yeah, me too.
Well, thank you so very much, and thanks for oh, you know what, I forgot. I'm going to have to shoot the spare because it's a wide 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to slide back and shoot
go
that.
ahead.
Just because young guys won't know what that is.
That's
either.
right. Me and a few buddies, so I can't take full credit. But
so this is the
Thank you
spare,
very
and
much.
it's Ford had a wide 5, so that was the wheel and the 5 lug nuts. So the 30 in 1935, 36, 37, I think Ford had similar wheel. Well, thank you so very much for telling us the story behind your car and letting us shoot it.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for featuring it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, I will. Thank you. So another weird thing I did is I was obsessed with having the correct dates on everything. Even though these wheels were made for a few years, I made sure that every wheel that I had before I got them painted or powder coated or whatever, I don't remember what I had done.
Yeah.
I made sure they were all stamped 66. And I also I didn't care if they were delambing or not, but I made sure that all of my windows were original too. I made sure they were all Volkswagen.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, and I guess over 12 years, you've got time to do things right.
Yeah, I lucked out over that 12 years. I was able to find about, in that time period, around 20-something buses.
Wow.
And I just kept what parts I needed and sold the rest to fund this.
Yeah, yeah. The
so.
value on these things is amazing.
I know. I was looking down here, I'm like, man, I bet no one thinks this thing's worth what it's worth. I look down this aisle and I'm like, man, I wonder if anyone thinks it's worth that.
Yeah. I know they're not cheap.
Yeah. So.
And can we hear the engine?
Yeah.
I'm going to stay back here just because.
Yeah. It sounds like a racing engine.
Oh, I bet. Outstanding. And you have that sticker on the bumper, San Clemente. Anything significant there, or just a sticker?
You know, my wife and I, my son was a Marine and lived in Southern California.
Okay.
And when you go out there, the culture is very,
yes.
You know, people love buses out there and stuff. And so my wife and I'd go out there and we just fell in love with it out there. You know?
Yeah.
Never really a big beachy person, but I just loved it out there. So we were walking around out there and I actually found, you know, with a bus on it, which a lot of touristy places have buses on stuff now, but I just thought that was great. Plus it kind of blended with my bumper being white. So
yeah.
Well,
I'll shoot it again and we'll wrap it up with that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for
just a beautiful, beautiful example.
Yeah. Thank you for featuring it. I really appreciate it. Yep.